I'm Matt, this is Flat Tire Garage, and on this episode, we make Frenchie pretty again.
Hello from Alabama. We are absolutely in my happy place. So we rent in Virginia. We have a house that is being rented in Georgia, and then we have this lake house. It's been a lot of work. It's work every time we come, but it's where my cars are right now. So I have Frenchie here, which we are currently trying to troubleshoot where I left the keys. We had the keys with us when I went to Biloxi. There was a little True Value store we were going to take it to. The guy was going to cut the keys so they're in a baggie, and they actually have the new keys and my complete set of keys. Trunk, glove box, door. The door I need to get in, ignition. Because I cannot work on Frenchie till I find the keys, I got gas fuel tank getting delivered today. I got a tank with the pump inside of it. I got a new radiator coming with electric fans. I'm gonna save the one that Derek had given me when I bought the car and put it into the El Camino. But I got some fluids, radiator. That's gotta wait till I find the keys. In lieu of that, we're gonna work on Andrew's truck. So a little 78 C10. We've had it on power tour. It was absolutely miserable. Died every time. It was miserable, broke down every day. But I got a new tank with their little reed style sending unit. So instead of the float, we went with the actual reed style. I'll show that. But I got to get the truck cleaned out, re-inventory what I got, maybe read some instructions, and keep looking for the keys. I got a good idea that I left them inside of Isabel, the silver Chevelle, at the Georgia house. I may have to talk to the renters and get into the house, get into the garage and find those keys. But clean up the mess, waiting on the UPS FedEx delivery. It's going to be a great day. Let's start working on the truck, cleaning it out, and we're going to have a great weekend. We got cleaned out a little bit and we found some stuff. So the glove box has fallen, and I'm first square body. Is that just a plastic hinge that has snapped off? Because where's that sit? All right, YouTube, here I come. I think that broke. I think that's, I don't know, YouTube. I found some posters underneath the seat from 2023. That's exciting. So we like to open up some stuff. The reveal. Ooh, Hot Rod on Tour. Jeff Thisted. Look it. Jeff! We just found this. And that's your car. That's probably the highlight of the day. Hot Rod. Thank you, 2023. We'll get that added. Sorry, just found on the seat. All right, Marcia. Andrew wants for Christmas some Flat Tire Garage swag. Are you interested? If anybody's interested in some flat tire stuff, I actually paid for that logo. So it's mine, licensed. We are delaying the inevitable. I cannot find the keys. They have got to be in the Chevelle in the other garage. So waiting on the FedEx delivery, but we're going to get this, at least this running this weekend. This is going to get running by Thanksgiving. Keep watching.
Welcome back to Flat Tire Garage, Lakeside Edition. We found the keys for the four-door. They were at the rental house, and we drove the silver Chevelle back to the lake. So we got her for 2 weeks. So come check it out. So this is the silver Chevelle. Tomorrow we're going to do a walk around and we're going to call it our Mako paint job 15 years later, because that is a Mako paint job. But I had left the keys, thank goodness, in the center console. So original keys for Frenchie. You're number one with us, Dixie, in Morganton, North Carolina. So we were going to go open the interior, pop the trunk. I forgot what I brought, and then we'll roll this up. But we're going to finish the video Monday and Tuesday, so we'll still release it on Thursday. But FedEx guy delivered my new tank yesterday. Got my new radiator yesterday. But we're going to pop the trunk and let everybody see. We did have some friends say, hey, we can coat hanger get in there. Oh no. But that didn't do me any good. I say all that. Let me get my honest reaction, at least. What is going on? Okay. So there, we've got interior. Mission switch is gonna work. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I'd like to get, I gotta figure out why I can't get spark plugs. There we go. There. Distributor. Spark plugs should be in here. Thought I put spark plugs in here. All right, I gotta find. There we go, spark plugs. But that's what we're working with. So we'll put a new tank in, keep rolling on it. But Frenchie is back. The doors are open, and she can breathe. But we are at the lake through Thanksgiving. And we have relatively inexpensive stuff to work on. We had the fuel tank for the truck. That fuel tank, I think it's important because there's got to be guys like me out there that are trying to keep this within a budget. We got other bills. Basically, we got other bills to pay other than our car hobby. So we are rolling. Things are good. We are at our happy place. I am at my happy place. The silver Chevelle ran great. Transmission is cooling. What up, Austin? Transmission running in this. I think it's a better deal. It makes the most sense. I just hate to get rid of. So the offer we were given was to 2 years ago on Power Tour, we were driving the silver Chevelle and we blew the transmission up. So we bought what was a TKX 5-speed from Silver Sport Transmission, and we've just never installed it yet. And it's mainly because I've been This does not want to come off.
Exaggerated.
Well, I don't know. Rowdy? Maybe rowdy was the word we used. Rowdy?
Heavy duty.
He's heavy duty.
How do you know if a can is heavy duty though?
You can tell. Guys that have been doing it a while, they have some experience. I guess lopey. You can tell when a lope, it sounds real. You can tell. This does not like that. But I screw head on the adjuster is gone. We're gonna have to cut those off, Andrew. It's just like it's rusted. That maybe I can get a flat tip on that one, but I think we're gonna have to. Probably should redo them all while we're in here. Okay, so quick change plans. We're gonna take all the headlights out, probably cut off, and I think I have a bag, or I'll Amazon some and get them here and get these where we can actually adjust them. Dang. What's up, boys? did learn too is the aftermarket grills. I think, well, I know that after all the aftermarket grills that we've ordered, and this came off of what was a 69 El Camino out of North Carolina as well. All of the outer grill has the silver already painted on it. The aftermarket ones don't. We've bought Kylie a paint marker, and she has spent hours in the past running her paint marker over the top so it'll match. So if you haven't noticed, next time you go to a car show, you're going to notice now because the boys even catch it. But we're going to work on getting the trim stuff, WD-40, so I can actually get this. This ring has to come off, Andrew, so that's why we got to do it. This chrome ring has 3 screws on it, and it has a lip. The lip catches the outside of the light. Nope, those are the headlight. Those are the adjusters. But I can't get those screws off because they're rusted. So we're going to get some WD-40. We're going to get the headlight bezel bracket. Get those rivets. We just did that in Virginia. We'll get that mounted back on there. We'll probably pull all the headlights. Let's get all the headlight rings lubricated and where we can adjust it, and we'll go from there. All right, so we're at Moultrie, the boys and I. We bought a fender for the convertible because we're tired of messing around with stuff that was dented. What'd you guys get?
Hot Wheels.
What kind of car is that?
Corvette.
That's fancy. So we're heading home, getting ice cream. It's been a long day. It's hot. It's hot here. All right, bye.
My truck smokes more than that. See, that's those girls back there.
Actually, it didn't smoke other than just fuel. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no old smoke at all.
Yeah, I like it. What? Y'all good? So I'm not saying I like to take chances, and we do a lot to mitigate risk. Golly, I live in a job where I get paid to mitigate risk, but I feel like I spend a lot of my time trying to convince my wife that everything's going to be just fine. So we are going to move Frenchie down to some flat land because if you can tell, we kind of slope to the back. I'm going to put it up on the ramps, drop the old tank, debating either a new fuel cell or putting the tank that I have in here. I may put the tank I have in here just to get it running future fuel cell problems. But I'm doing enough to convince Kelly that it's safe when she comes out here and asks me, or I ask her to pull me down the little steep hill we got. So we're gonna pull from here if you remember the video from a couple months ago, we do have a little steep driveway. So that's our house behind me. I need to go down there. And I want to put the car there and there and there and there because it's safe. It's actually flatter for me. So I need her to pull me forward and then slowly back me down. We don't have a garage, we don't have a shop. We're building one. That's a lie. We're cutting down trees to someday get a permit to build a shop that I can't afford when I retire and I don't have any more money coming in, but that is the plan. I'm gonna have Kelly back me down here to that wheel chalk down that hill. To me, it's not that big a deal, but I'm hoping that those zip ties convince her that this is a good idea. I think she loves me most days.
But you back up. Just come over here.
Austin, come here.
Because if I need to, I'm going to push.
Saturday night
You just gotta hold
at the lake.
so it doesn't. It's gonna shift. I'm gonna do the back one first. Okay. Hold on. All right, we gotta find that one. Hold on. It went under the car. It's all right. Move. See it? Go pick it up. Sit down.
Something like that. Now it's on the hinge. All right, we got all our bolts.
Yep.
You can come and remind everybody that we are crazy.
We are definitely crazy.
And 96% of the people that watch are not subscribed.
Oh no.
Can you believe that?
That's not good.
Yeah. So if the folks that are watching could please subscribe, that would help us get like $20 next year for gas. So thanks for watching.
Please subscribe.
It's Lake Life. It's Saturday.
Life is good.
Life is good. Something like that. All right. Bye.
Comment about anything you want.
Yeah. Anything. Chevelles, 4-doors, El Caminos,
Mustang.
convertible, no Mustangs.
Not yet, Mom.
Sorry. Welcome back to Frenchie. It is Monday after the weekend, and we had Kylie and the baby up at the lake, and it was awesome. It was everything that we have come home for. So today's going to be a good day. We're going to knock out some stuff, clean some stuff up, and then most importantly, we're going to put the front grill and headlights back in. We're going to make Frenchie pretty again because we got family coming over for Thanksgiving. So today's going to be a good little day. I'm going to put you on time lapse after we walk around first, but yeah, come along for the ride.
There, that's better. This will help really highlight what kind of condition that the fuel tank is in right now. So it has rotted off from the top. We're gonna get in there with the boys. We got a good Amazon delivery coming today with some Pour 15. We tried the Rust-Oleum Gray. We're gonna try the Pour 15, but the boys are gonna get in. They want to do, Andrew wants to get creative actually with this trunk lid, and he wants to tape off what's pretty and just do the gray on the rusted stuff. So critters, we're gonna get all this, actually gonna pull it off, get that treated, because mine, I really want to run with it. I want it to be a real sleeper. I don't want to have to trade out that trunk lid from the top. It looks great. I'm hoping if I can maybe get in from the inside, really stop the rot that's going on. I may need a little bit of welding in there in order to get the rubber that goes down the trunk lid to keep it from slamming. This one looks like it's gonna be good. I actually did get a rubber kit on our way home from Moultrie last weekend. And then we're just gonna clean out the inside. I have a cover, I'm gonna see if it fits. It's for a coupe. This is longer, maybe it'll stretch just a little bit, but we're gonna get things cleaned up, and then we're gonna start getting the grill together. I think that's gonna make the biggest difference. Andrew and Kylie used the paint pen. What a difference that makes. Cheap, overseas, great name for a company, paint marker, silver paint marker. And we had mentioned it in that last clip that they don't come from, aftermarket ones don't come from the manufacturer with that silver in there. So the kids took their time and then hit each one of those with that silver, and it looks amazing. The side pieces, driver and passenger side, when they come, they're already painted that silver. So kids are excited, I'm excited. We're gonna get this thing on time lapse and make a little I enjoy these little projects. I feel like I'm getting something accomplished. I'll get this drug up to the road. One more thing we're going to do together. Let's look at this transmission. I don't know what kind of transmission's in here. So I like surprises. Let's go under here together and figure out what kind of transmission this has got. All right, so Power Glide, much more rectangular. Oh man, I can't see nothing. Pretty sure that's Power Glide. 350 has the corner cut out. Yikes. Looks like stuff's growing in it. It was in the woods, in the bushes. Alright, I'm gonna do some research, but I'm 95% sure that that's a Power Glide. Which ain't a bad little drag racing transmission. But I was kind of hoping it was a 350, but alright, Power Glide. Up and down, vertical's 90. It's at a 85. But I think what I'm gonna do is keep that screw up there a little taller, and maybe with one whack of a hammer, I can get it. All right, I'll bring you back when I do the other one, and then I hammer it. So I just did what everybody would have done. I used the bottom of my drill and whacked it in there. But I think this bracket, why is that so wobbly? I'm not sure I like that. It's not coming out. All right, let me get my bracket. I wish this tripod was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl. Can I say lyrics, YouTube? If I don't, I'm not singing. I'm not a singer. All right, Belize. Go. All right, so I got a step. Can you see? Here. So now this is my bracket, and these are the screws I'm using, and they won't go in there. So I got a step, just a snudging. All right, that's good. All right, I wonder if I just, here, bear with me. I'm gonna take you out of the thingy and just prop you up in here. Here, come on. We're not getting paid for this. It's free. So come experience. Oh yeah, there we go. That's fun. We bought 2 6-foot tripods and left them in Virginia. I thought we had one here. I don't know. But Austin's birthday is Wednesday in 2 days for the little trooper. He wants to be a YouTuber when he grows up. And Mama bought him a pretty cool present. A tripod. I think she was telling me, I was kind of listening, some way to get an old iPhone and you don't have to pay for it. It's not going to be on the towers or whatever, but he's going to be able to make videos because he practices. He's a little trooper. Practices his intros, and he's a big part of why we're even farting around doing this. I struggled when Kylie was a kid. It was the hardest work in my life. It was early. PT started at 6, leaving the house by 5:15, meeting at 5:45. And you see what I'm doing there? And home at 6. That's not a lie. I was missing Kylie and missing life. And I had Andrew when I was at Command and General Staff College, and I came home for 10 days, so she had him, and they pitched a fit that I was even leaving for the birth of my son. And then Austin was born, and 6 days later I left for Afghanistan. So I want to spend time with my boys, and they like this. So I'm going to put myself out there. And I love the purpose, though, it gives me, that makes me want to come out here and figure out why those nuts aren't tight. I'm going to try to get a long screwdriver. But if my boys like this, and they do it together, they don't gripe. And I'm like, is this, can you see, guys, see what I'm doing? Is that a, wow, why did I get those? Phillips. Where's all my Phillips screwdrivers? This, there. But if I can get this bracket on, I can work headlights, headlight bezels, and get this front of this girl pretty. It's Thanksgiving, and we're going to put out this little 20 to 25-minute video Thanksgiving tomorrow at noon, and we decided to focus on making Frenchie pretty. So the things we're going to highlight are the grill, the hood, the trunk lid, things we had to do to prep that, and then we're going to shine juice. We got a little bit of shine juice left over from what we had done Andrew's truck a couple years ago. But what I did want to highlight this morning as I'm painting this hood, I'm going to show you the trunk lid. It turned out way better than I thought it was going to. I was a little skeptical using the silver. Andrew had a good idea, maybe use the silver, tape off some of the old stuff. So I'm going to show you the trunk lid, and then I've already prepped, already stirred the pour 15, put you on time lapse. I'm going to show you how pretty the underneath this hood is going to look just with this little 16 ounces a pint of silver pour 15, which I'd never used before. So let's check out the trunk lid. Andrew really wanted to tape off what was bad and what was good. So I just blue painter's taped over the worst spot here. And we just kind of dabbed in there. I'm actually, now that I have the paint open again, I'm going to use a small brush. I bought a little cheap Amazon special small brushes and really get inside of here everywhere I can. But the worst spot was back here. We hit it with some steel wool, cleaned it up good, did a wax and grease remover, and then just hit it with some paint. That 415 really turned out good. I'm trying to be very careful. I don't want to see it from the top. So I try to paint the edges, and I'm using my fingers. Not a real good idea with 415 to kind of clean up the edges. But I'm not going to bore you with the entire painting of the roof, but I am going to put you on a time lapse so that I can show you what it looked like when we're complete. I am excited to hang out with James and Caroline after Christmas because I have questions. Like, one thing I keep thinking, like, I'm out here talking to myself, how do I not be the crazy neighbor? Neighbor lady was just very nice neighbors, say neighbor lady in a bad way. Just out blowing leaves, waited for her to get done. But like, how do folks on YouTube not become the crazy people from talking to themselves? So I just wanted to throw that out there. I am going to throw this on a time lapse because I don't. Probably. But the one thing I'm struggling with right now is I'm rusting underneath here, and I don't have a brush or a roller, so I'm going to dab my finger in it and listen to everybody tell me how there's a better way to do it. I don't know how, and I just want to get some paint under there, so I'm going to sacrifice a finger. Maybe we don't have. All right. We're going to try it. Oh, I can hear it. Maybe I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till the rest of the hood is dry, because I can hear that crap falling off. Okay, yeah, we're gonna wait.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Who's helping you?
Max,
Who's Max?
sister's husband.
All right.
I don't know what to say.
Hello, I'm Max. This is my debut, I guess. All right. What y'all working on?
Trunk with 415.
We're getting some 415 on the innards of the trunk lid, like innards.
Innards.
Was instructed not to get it on the blue paint. Keep it on the Andrew likes the blue paint. I think the silver almost makes it look kind of natural, like a little highlight. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys here, and then when you're done, Andrew, you can bring them out. This rubber glove.
Too small for your big hand?
I just broke it. Oh no. Actually, I'll stay with you guys because I need that paint to use my finger up on the inside. That was the spot that really needed it. Crusty. It is super watery. It's almost surprising how well it sticks. Considering how tough and almost rubbery it dries. It's so watery. You guys work on that. We're gonna get the last of the hood.
shaking that up harder.
That's alright.
Yep. Mine's the on.
Yep.
How do I do this? That gap look over here looks great. Nine pieces. Yep.
Good morning, and thank you for watching the video. It is Thanksgiving morning at a little after 7. It is about 40 degrees out, but I wanted to say thank you for, we have almost 17,000 views on the Mako video, and we gained almost 100 subscribers. I started building that car by myself 18 years ago, and that led to a lot of friends and ultimately my wife and family and kids and where we're at. So this is our happy place, and I wanted to share it a little bit with everybody that's watching. So we spent a lot of time the last week working on Frenchie, our 4-door, which will be our future drag and drive car. But there's a couple things I wanted to highlight other than just saying thank you to all the folks that have commented overwhelmingly positive. A couple things we are doing on Frenchie is we're gonna go with the 454 big block that you saw in the during the episode. It's a much safer bet for us to get up and running, and we want to be able to go to the local drag strip, some places in Columbus, Georgia, near Columbus, Georgia, to get figuring out how to do this drag and drive thing. So that's the first thing. We are going to put a 454 big block in it, try to make it look like a sleeper. So if you see us out there broken down, please help, please stop, see if we need anything. Second thing we're going to highlight during the video is I'd mentioned building a shop or a garage. So we have bought some land close to where we're at the lake because we have some limitations on size. And I hope that the folks that are doing the land clearing, that they'll watch this and maybe let me share their story, because it's as equally as good as mine is. And then I wanted to highlight the James and Caroline adventure. So James called me this week, and it's awesome to have somebody else that's going through the same stuff. They're at a much higher scale than we are, and they're at Daytona Turkey Run right now. I think they're going to go live this morning. But I did just want to thank James for reaching out and saying, hey, congratulations, your first 10,000 view video is pretty awesome. And then we're going to go pick up that Hull, the 69 Chevelle parts car, which is about 5 hours away, because there's a ton of stuff I can use, and all that stuff is interchangeable on the 4-door and the convertible and the El Caminos and the Ford and the sedan or the coupe that we got. But it is Thanksgiving morning. I want to get this out by noon, but I just wanted to thank everybody again for watching, for subscribing, and sending the positive comments. For my boys, yesterday was Austin's birthday, and all he wants to be is a YouTuber, and we got him a little starter kit. So that kid was up all night videoing and taking pictures and trying to put them together. So this is much bigger than just me. It's much bigger than the cars. Like, we're helping shape, my boys, and hopefully somebody is motivated when they see this and they get out and get wrenching and get grinding on their cars, because they are pretty awesome when you can make them pretty again. So I'm freezing. I'm going to go inside, finish editing this, and drink my coffee. But I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. We are heading back to Virginia on Sunday, and we're going to start working on the convertible again. So please come along for the ride.